Welcome back to 18 News. Time once again for our weekly visit to the Dubois County Humane Society on Worthington Road in Jasper. And today Linda Davis joins us. Linda, first of all, we're going to talk a little bit about a princess named Princess.
That's right. This is Princess, and this is a very nice dog. The reason I brought it out today, it's going to bring somebody a lot of pleasure. It gets along with all adults in this place. It loves children. It likes other dogs. It even seems to kind of get along with cats. What more could we ask for? Not to mention it's the perfect size and just as cute as can be. Look at that face. This dog is ready for adoption, up for adoption.
Well, boxer mix.
That's right. A boxer and maybe a little spaniel in there. I don't know, but whatever it is, it's a great combination. And you know, when somebody adopts this dog and they're so lucky, of course they're thinking, oh, I am so happy. I just adopted a best friend. Isn't that amazing? And full of happiness and love, somebody to greet me. And that's okay to think all those wonderful things because they're true. But let's not forget that there is an adjustment period, and we want to talk a little bit about that today. The realistic side of adopting a dog. And the realistic side is the dog doesn't know anything about you. It doesn't know what's important to you. It knows absolutely nothing. It doesn't know who the pack leader is, and you are responsible to show it all those things, to give it a chance. Do you know we've had people adopt a dog and bring it back the next day? And maybe that's all right because they changed their mind and that's okay. But maybe if they had a little bit of that realistic aspect, they would have given the dog a longer period to adjust. Some dogs need a year to perfectly adjust. Some dogs need a week. But all dogs will kind of adhere to your lifestyle in about a week in that you can train them. When you adopt a dog from the Humane Society, you should have 3 days, actually a week, but that's a bit idealistic in these days of working Monday through Friday or whatever. But you should devote 3 days just to that dog. And the first thing you do is you take the leash, like I have it, and you keep it on that leash 3 days.
Really?
Yeah, and you attach that leash to yourself. Hook it onto a belt or just tie it around your waist if it's really long, but do something. In other words, that dog is either going to be in a crate because, hey, you've prepared and gotten what you needed before you adopted the dog. So you have the dog's either going to be in a crate or it's going to be hooked to you for 3 days. The first thing you need to do, though, is get some of that energy out of it. So you take it for a walk, make sure it's not too full of energy, come home and keep it on the leash. This way you can keep an eye on it and see its different habits that need to be corrected. Of course, the first one's going to be housebreaking. So when you see that dog getting tempted to mark its territory or have an accident, out the door you go. 3 days of that and you might have a housebroken dog for 15 years. Yep, 3 days on the leash. And don't feel sorry for them in the crate because this helps them also control themselves until they find out the rules of the household. So the 3 days on a leash is a great idea. If it starts to chew on something, you can give it a chewy as a substitute. You can correct all those behaviors. Here at Dubois County Humane Society, we can really help you with these things and tell you some pointers on whatever particular behavior. For example, if you get a dog here that jumps a lot, it's a jumper, it's always jumping up on everyone. The first thing you do is get that energy out of it, take it for a walk, devote 20 minutes at least in the morning or afternoon and 20 minutes in the evening at least to get the energy out of that dog. 2 walks a day is good for a person too.
Right.
That's right. So if you have a fenced-in yard and you can supervise the dog out there so it doesn't jump out, climb out, dig under, that's a good idea too. Have it run around in the yard. Then when the energy is out of it, it's ready. And every time it goes to jump up, you make it sit. After a while, you'll see that dog wiggle its little butt, thinking about jumping up, but you know what? It'll sit on its own. A couple weeks of making it sit every time it tries to jump up. Eventually, when it gets that feeling to jump up, it'll sit on its own. It's just amazing. We have so many good pointers for you. So when you adopt a dog from the Dubois County Humane Society, well, it's true you're going to have a best friend, but you also need that realistic view of the situation. You have to realize there's going to be an adjustment period, and our best advice to you is ask us. We have pointers. Secondly, devote 3 days when you take it home. Keep it on a leash. You might want to put it in the crate at night until it adjusts to the household. I know a person that adopted a dog, and that first night they slept with the dog. Well, guess what? It had an accident in the bed. But you know what? 3 days of training this dog to your lifestyle, and that won't happen.
Excellent.
So when you adopt a dog, have that realistic aspect, get the energy out of it with 2 walks or a fenced-in yard a day. Also, keep it on a leash for 3 days. Take individual problems such as jumping up and get those pointers on how to cure it, making them sit. And you'll just have a friend for life, for the life of the dog, that is.
Sounds good. Excellent pointers, Linda. Thank you very much. And of course, information on Princess and all the other fine animals available for adoption here at the Dubois County Humane Society in Warrensburg Road in Jasper is available on our website at duboiscountyhumane.org, petfinder.com, and of course, be sure, as we tell you every week, to check out this and other videos from the past that we have on our YouTube channel and on our website at 18wjts.tv. So, of course, Linda, best of luck to Princess. And by the way,
She's so cute. Look at this leash all lit up for night
I was just
walk.
going to say, let's talk about that leash a little bit, but I think we're out of time. Anyway, by the way, their phone number here at the Humane Society is 812-482-7387. And their adoption hours are Wednesdays from 4:30 till 6:30 p.m. Saturdays from 1 until 3 p.m. I mess that up every week,
No,
but that's all right.
Changed it.
Oh, that's right. I guess it has been the case. So have nobody to blame but you guys. So anyway, thanks a lot for watching. Thank you, Linda.
Sure.
Weather's next.